25 years old, BMW E36 S54 turbo, 820 horsepower, and he's putting his finger up to say number one. Well, can he top qualifying? He's looking good, but a few impacts with the wall as a Serbian driver sits there. Look at that, bangs the window, very confident. He's feeling himself right now, but he's at Drift Masters. He's on the biggest stage he'll ever be on in his career as he comes off the line. Tyre smoking already from the back of that car. 820 horsepower unleashed, nice initiation down. He comes along the wall. Little dabber there, just touches the back bumper along the wall. It's very nice ball, a bigger impact there, and it upset the front wheels. And you can see the input on the steering as he fires the car through, looks for four and gets there a little late. Now he's deep into the wall. He's had to make another correction. Adri Petrovic now fires that car into outside zone 5. Lovely line, little tickle of the back bumper along the wall. It's exactly what the judges wanted to see. Fires it towards the final outside zone across the line.
Yeah, a great run, and a driver that I know so many people were looking forward to seeing him run here. You know, making it up to Drift Masters is a massive accomplishment, and really laying down a solid lead run. So let's take a look at this. Let's break this down again from the beginning. Gets on that power really early. That initiation was just a power over. Yeah. First outside zone. You're going to see a lot of drivers doing that. Maybe a clutch kick initiation. Already losing body panels on the BMW going through these zones. And just getting through it really, I wouldn't say fighting the car, just being aggressive with the car. It didn't seem at any point that he was struggling to regain control or anything like that. Just being aggressive with this run, which is what you need to do to really get all these zones filled. You want it to be flowy, you want it to be smooth, but ultimately you are going to have to work the vehicle to get it to go to all these zones.
He's Croatian.
Ah, right.
Sorry.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah. A lot of nations here this weekend. We are covering a lot of ground. We are filling out a lot of countries from across Europe. So yeah, a little mistake from us.
There's going to be a lot of Croatian flags in the comments, that's for sure.
Oh, there certainly will be, no doubt. That was a very good run. Let's see what the score is as it drops in from our judges. 81.5, and he does top qualifying at the moment. And he said number one. What I believe online on YouTube, on this broadcast on our Drift Masters YouTube channel, and this young man bringing a lot of fans and a lot of eyes to Drift Masters this weekend. So if you're watching along on our Drift Masters YouTube channel this weekend, watching qualifying, and you're from Croatia, we appreciate the flags in the chat, because apparently it's going absolutely ballistic. Oh, and he pulls off the line and stops instantly.
Ooh, did we get a restart on that, or it looked like something? I don't know if it was something that was already on the track. It looked like something that was up front there for a moment. But I'm really hoping that is a restart, because if not, that could be absolutely brutal from a driver with 15 podiums out of his last 16 races. So
the 25-year-old guy from Split in Croatia, BMW E36 Coupe, S54 turbo. Looks like Marcin, our Starline Marshal, is going to back him up. Shout out to Marcin, the Drift Masters crew as well, down there bearing the heat all weekend so far, making the show run as cleanly as possible.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the laser system with the lights is maybe what caught him a bit off guard, waiting for them to come out, because there's a set amount of time now. It plays a much bigger role when we get into tandem.
Yeah, but, not so much in qualifying.
Yeah, but big thing now,
there we go, Adri Petrovic off the line from Croatia, works it out this time through the gears, fires that car across the circuit, down he comes towards the wall. Nice line so far. What can he do? Stands on the throttle nice and early. Oh, and he looks like he barely got a wheel into outside zone 2, but we'll see that on the replay as he now fires it into outside zone 4, lets that car slow on, lets it get dialed in as he opens up the throttle right now, squeezes it across the circuit, looks for outside zone 5. It's a nice line, but has to slow the car down. The foot brake, flicks it to angle, looks for the final outside zone, and job done for the Croatian driver.
Yeah, once again, car looks comfy, looks very solid throughout the whole thing. Just maybe that bit more commitment out to the walls is all that he was kind of lacking throughout this run, and it's going to be really tight here to find out if Adri is able to make it out of qualifying and into our top 32 tomorrow. I love that, even after what was a bit of a strange start there, completely locked back in.
Yeah.
Look at staring out towards those corners, and maybe not quite as deep to the second outside zone. Third looks pretty solid. Sets himself up quite well for the fourth. Maybe it looked like he was riding the left foot brake all the way through transition, which is kind of interesting. And then a little bit of back and forth, comes through outside zone 5, back on throttle, and maybe not quite as deep. So bit more commitment throughout this whole thing. It is tough, though. It is so daunting being out there. You've got all the fans just glaring you down all the way through. Now we've got the lights, we've got the show lights going on. You can see just some of the, flashing that's going on. It is a very tough environment that Adri's got to be able to contend with all the way through his second run of qualifying. So we'll see here as the scores come in. So.
Okay, so it's a 0, so we're here in David Kalas. Can we speak to you? This is going to be a 0 for Adrian Petrovic. We're going to bring you in quickly just to clarify what's happened here, David Kalas.
So in case that it would be our mistake, problem with the start light, problem on the starting position, then we can give to the driver restart. However, if the problem is on the driver's side, that he missed shifts and he's not able to go, then it is not a problem on our side and we cannot provide a restart. So the second run was not scored, and unfortunately the second run was scored 0.
Thank you very much, David. Yeah, so had to bring in David Kalas there to clarify that decision. And we see it right here. We're going to look at the replay. So he comes off the line, miss shifts, doesn't manage to get that car into gear, and you can kind of see him as well looking down in the car at the Becky Evans, our lady in the pits, our lady on the ground, our queen, is down there. Becky's with Adrian. He must be a little dejected, Becky.
Guys, me and Adri were just looking at each other and we were like, do you reckon that's going to get in? And then the 0 came up and we both went, oh no. Adri, so much support coming over for you. But, you know, the 81.5 on the board was great, but not quite enough to get you into our top 32. But can you tell us how you're feeling about your weekend? I'm sorry that this has just happened.
First of all, I want to thank Drift Masters for giving me this opportunity and say hello to all my fans back home that were cheering for me. I'm sorry I couldn't deliver this weekend. We had a lot of car issues. My first one, I was happy with it, my first run, but I was sure I could improve in the second one, but it seems that the fault on the start was enough to give me a 0. Bad luck this time. In this type of competition, you just have to be perfect, you and the car, to make a result. I'm happy with our first performance here. I know we can do better, and I'm excited for the future. I think maybe Drift Masters would like me to come again. What do you think?
Well, I mean, do you know what? I've never had someone take the interview from me. That I quite liked it. I think absolutely. It would be great to have you back here, Adri. Hopefully we'll see you at another round soon. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Becky. Yeah, from Croatia, unfortunately, the missed shift, as you heard from the judges,